Taylor Swift, let her write a story. She could do a whole anthology series about anything. I wouldn't know a Taylor song if it had on a neon suit with lights, bells, and whistles and slap me in the face. Get her to write, gosh, get her to write Power Girl.
Yeah, I got a better one, yo. Beyonce.
Beyond okay, nah.
Mm.
I used to pick out Beyonce not being able to read.
Yo, what's up with you? Wait, what? Time out. Wait, time out. Time out. Can easily see a scenario where you have somebody like Megan the Stallion. You know what I'm saying? Because Megan the Stallion right now, she is synonymous with anime. I think she did like an anime awards or some shit like that. You know, she's always dressing up as anime characters and she gets people talking.
She
Like,
did.
if we can get somebody of that caliber to start promoting these comic books, or even if we can just like start making certain comic books, you know, format and change the format instead of floppies, you know, maybe you do like a manga type style or just trade and you get like a good marketing person behind that, you know, like a Megan the Stallion or whoever else get the eyes on them. Yo, I think this shit could be cool. Like I already got plenty of people, you know, in my head right now. Like I'm a sucker for Saweetie. I will drain my bank account for Saweetie. If I saw Saweetie holding like a comic book or it's just like a trade, I'm come on now.
Maybe they should co-write. You know how what's his name? The John Wick guy. I know his name. This is so
Oh,
disrespectful.
Keanu Reeves?
Yes, like how he writes Berserker with someone, how Vince Staples wrote a comic with a company. I think Kid Cudi did something or is doing something. Getting Megan the Stallion to launch a comic book? Come on. It doesn't even matter what it's about.
Yo, you throw the promo in there, make sure the art look good, and then you throw a little
It's
bit of
fun.
twerking in there. Oh, listen.
Taylor Swift, let her write a story. She could do a whole anthology series about anything. I wouldn't know a Taylor song if it had on a neon suit with lights, bells, and whistles and slap me in the face. But I know how popular she is and I know what her music is about. It's apparently very relatable to women and girls with a huge age range. Get her to write a story about what she writes her songs about. You have an endless set of readers. Get her to write, gosh, get her to write Power Girl. Come
Yo,
on.
see now you cook. Yo, I got a better one, yo. Beyonce.
Beyond okay, nah.
Mm.
I used to pick out Beyonce not being able to read.
Yo, what's up with you? Wait, what? Time out. Wait, time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. What?
When she first came out, and you know, she's from Texas, she has that slow southern draw. And I'm from Florida, but I'm from Miami. So it's a little bit different. But she used to talk so slow. I was like, she was in a low reading group.
Yo,
She was in a remedial reading group.
yo, you can't
Don't
do
put
that.
this on the podcast. Don't put this on there. You have to cut
Yo,
this.
no. Sorry, this is gold.
Blue Ivy, since she's what, 12?
Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool, cool. We can
I
do
think
live.
she could do Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Ooh.
And it has the TV show. Let her voice the character if she can act, if she's not like her mom. I love Beyonce, but she's not the strongest outside of singing
Listen,
and being perfect.
listen. All she needs is a co-writer. That's all she needs. You just put Beyonce on the name, and then you put B- written by Beyonce, and then co-written by blah blah blah. Listen, and then imagine. whether it's Taylor or Beyonce or whoever, or Saweetie, make it as a part of a bundle. You know, you put out an album here, and that album coincides with the comic book, and their fans will buy anything.
I wanted Janelle Monae to do that with her Arch Android Metropolis story. If you don't have the budget for the movie you want to make, I'm like, start a comic. Like, this is what Keanu Reeves is doing with Berserker. And
Mm-hmm.
Keanu can make a Berserker movie. Who wouldn't give him money? Like,
Oh yeah,
this dude from The Matrix and John Wick, you give him a budget, like, people are going to go watch Keanu Reeves. He's unproblematic too.
yeah,
Like, there's no reason to not watch a Keanu Reeves movie, but he still started with the comic and he's been doing Berserker for years.
yeah.
Like, as soon as he makes a Berserker movie, the comics are gonna sell off the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this can be done. You know what? Marvel needs to hire us. DC needs to hire us. Like, honestly, I really want to sell this idea to Blue Ivy. And Taylor Swift is like literally the easiest person. I
Easy.
just don't know how much money they will have to pay her because she's just, I mean, like, she doesn't have to do a comic. You have to make it worth her while. I don't know if they have money to pay her to do anything, but like, let her do one issue
Yeah.
or a backup. I don't know, something that's not too expensive. Janelle Monae, I still really think somebody should pitch that Arch Android story as a comic to her. I think people would buy it.
Since we throwing names out there, I guarantee you, if Ice Spice was to make a little something, folk gonna buy that.
Oh God.
Hey, I'm listen. We trying to save and help the industry here. Come on, work with me here.
That's another person who I don't know if they can read.
Oh man, this is gonna make a good clip. Oh, this is gonna make a good clip.
She's cute, but I don't know. Can she spell? That's the one that said the fart thing. You ain't the
Yeah.
shit, you the fart. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't even get my time back from somebody making me listen to that song. I'm too old, man. I'm too
Oh.
old.
But I think we're throwing these ideas out, but the caveat, right, a lot of people is digital now. Whenever Beyonce album comes out, I know it does well digitally or whatever. That would be great for digital sales. Of course, they'll go out there and buy physically, but everybody's on their phones. If people hear Beyonce, she's making a comic because she's coinciding with an album, they're gonna buy that album. Then they're gonna go on Comixology, and then Marvel and DC, they finally gonna see a little uptick in their digital sales, or Image or whoever.
I'm not sure. I think if you only, I mean, streaming is only a thing because we made it that way.
Mm,
People would go out and buy CDs right now if it wasn't so easy to get streaming. Same thing with the movie theater. If
yeah.
you only offer it in print, they're gonna get it. But how much does it matter to you? Does it matter for you to have it in print and support comic book stores, or does it matter to you to just support comics and they can only offer digitally like a web comic,
Mm.
which a lot of women write for web comics because they don't have the parameters with physical comics.
Well, I'll say even that. I mean, if you could make it, if you make it physical, make it a limited print.
Limited print.
Hmm.
But like, what's our goal? Like, are we trying to get more women in reading comics in general, or are we trying to build existing titles, or both?
It could be both. It could be both. We can try see what works. Cause let's throw something out there. Realistically, with how busy these folk are, could I see a Beyonce or a Taylor Swift or whoever do like an ongoing book?
No.
No, it's not happening. But could I at least see Beyonce or whoever bring light or bring more attention to a certain character or even a new character? If they were to do like a little short 2 or 3 issue run, they don't have to stay committed to it. And then, hopefully those same readers that are going to the comic book shop to pick up that book, they may be enticed to pick up something else because they're already in the store. They're already here to pick up this pretty little book by Beyonce, but there's a good chance, hopefully, that they see something else that they like. and then they might see something else that they like, and then hopefully that's how you start to generate, fans a little more. Because that's how I got it. I went there for something that I liked, but I saw some more shit that I liked, and then and then hopefully then we get into the habit of, okay, well, I want to go to the comic book shop to pick up my stuff because there's a new book that I picked up and it's coming out and I want to support it. So hopefully, we're just spitballing here, but
True. But the
yeah,
quality has to be there too.
of course.
It's
Oh,
all the way back to the beginning is the
hmm,
quality there.
yep. So I think there's some ways we could go about it, and and I was gonna make a separate video about it, but I might as well just say here. I think we need to utilize certain platforms a little more. I don't think going on comic book podcasts on YouTube or just promoting on Twitter does it anymore. Let's just say you go on like a major platform, maybe like a Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, if Black woman character, I don't know, Club Shay Shay. You know?
Or honestly, like even with I don't know how you find out about news, but I find out about news on Instagram and Twitter. And if you get there's that guy Phil something I think.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody gives him to just write a little article about something, people will just know. And then there's this guy who posts he's like a movie journalist, and he lets us know who's acting in a movie, and it's just
Mm,
black people. Is Wilson Morales, I think is his name. That's how I find out when black movies are coming out. I think honestly these companies have no clue
yeah.
who does and knows what, and so they wouldn't even know who to go to for marketing of comics. It's like comics is still this gate kept thing that you kind of
Yeah.
learn from word of mouth, unless it's a really big deal. Like when they announced Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, of course that made the news. It was historical.
Mhm.
But other than that, like it's not like with movies and TV shows where we get commercials. So like people it's like if you aren't already reading comics, you're not gonna start because you don't know what's out there,
Mhm.
even if
Yeah,
you like reading.
yeah, because it's almost like they're still stuck in like this old school mentality. It's like, no, guys, you guys have to evolve with the times. Like,
Mhm.
you telling me some random ass TikToker, can start headlining tours off of those 5-10 second clips, but you telling me you can't use that same platform, throw together a little 5, 10, 10 second clip and reach the people the same way? Come on now. Come on now. Especially when it comes to, like, the minority characters. And we know how, like, representation, inclusivity, that's such a big thing now. But that's where all that stuff is breeding from. That's where the people are. Find them. Go get them.
Takes very little work.
It takes very little work. They need us in these rooms.
Mhm.
Mm,
Hire me. Like
sure,
I would almost work for free.
sure.
Almost.
Well, pay me a little more than what I'm getting now. I'll leave. We'll get your shit popping. I'm saying. Hmm.
I would.
Shit. But who knows? Maybe this video will hit the right people. You know what I'm saying? They don't hit us up.
Man, they would steal our ideas so fast and
Yo.
not and we can't sue them because who has money to sue them?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not using the last bit of money I got. I was like, you know what, yo, you got it.
Damn shame.
Shit, I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll steal our idea, and actually, we'll start to see a fucking change. If that's the case, then sure. I guess I can take my credit from there.
I hope so.
Our credit. Um, but no, this was a very dope conversation. So I'm really happy we decided to go and do this again. So I know it's getting a little late. And I know, you probably got to go to sleep and stuff, but I
Mm.
guess I just want to say thank you, for chopping up with me. And best believe, I'm chopping this up to bits, and we gonna set some shit off again. I just want to take the time to have you go ahead and promote yourself.
Yeah, that's it. This is the best way to reach me. Fly on Twitter. If you want to know more of what I think, Tumblr is the other place. I don't use Instagram or Facebook, though I have accounts. So Twitter and Tumblr, Fly is where you can go to read my damned it thoughts.
As always, you could find me on Twitter. Thank you to everybody who's been, supporting, the channel, hitting me up on Twitter. Yeah, I guess you can say I'm back after like a 3 week break. But yeah, 700 sub stream is coming soon. I know Sai, this is gonna come as a surprise too, but yeah, I'm gonna try to rope Sai in since you guys seem to really like Sai. And yeah, after that, I'm probably just gonna take a more extended break so I can work on some other things for the channel. But as I said, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for checking out this video, and thank you once again for checking out the Black Panther video. Thank you once again. Much love, much peace. Sai, thank you once again. It's your boy Roliver Queen. I'm out. Well, we're out.
Bye.